Morning everyone, April 24th, 2:20 a.m. Day 33. On the move, feeling alright, using those positive vibes that we generated yesterday. I'm sort of looking forward to today. It's always a bit of a, unknown box that I open, a little mystery box that I open each day. The blisters are now guaranteed, but the knee, I've been able to run 50k with no knee pain, so you never know what the knee's going to do. But then sometimes I can barely run 5k before it starts to pick up, and then it's running walking. And then I do run and walking for like 15k, and then suddenly the knee doesn't hurt for another 15k. So, that one just decides what it wants to do. Feeling all right. Sort of got a plan of where I want to go. Hoping to do a marathon today. And then I'm going to stay at a hotel, which is sort of at the beginning of this like sort of hilly pass. I don't think it's as bad as like the Havan Pass or whatever, but yeah, it's still a bit of incline, because a lot of the stuff along the motorway and a lot of the stuff along the coast is pretty flat, and this is along the coast, but then there's mountainous bits and roads that have to go through these passes, and some of the flatter bits, it's like a 20k detour, so I'd rather just go through the mountain pass, and that's what Google Maps is telling me to do. So I've been following Google Maps so far. It's only let me down a couple of times, but yeah, feeling all right. It's a pretty hot day today actually, but it's just interesting. Again, don't know the science behind this, but it's getting up to like 35, 36, and it's not too cloudy today, but then it's not actually getting to that peak temperature. So like, always look at like the graph of the temperature sort of with time and temperature, and then as it gets higher, like the sort of curve is more to the right, so it's not actually reaching those max temperatures until sort of like 1 o'clock, whereas often it can get up to those max temperatures around 11, 12. So yeah, that gives me a bit of sort of time to get this done before 1 o'clock, which I think hopefully should happen unless something goes seriously wrong. But yeah, in this sort of, I can't really see with the head torch on. But yeah, just leaving Dong Ha. I think my subtitles were saying Doha. I was like, they're gonna be like, what the hell is Will talking about, Doha? Dong Ha. I don't know whether my subtitles will pick that up, but just yeah, leaving there. I'm sort of gonna go back on myself, get through this town and get back on the motorway that I was on before I came sort of back here. But yeah, looking forward to today. So much random mental stuff like happens whilst I'm here that I don't really document. I don't have time to document. I don't even have time to get my camera out, but like there was this like big garage with these two huge dogs out the front that weren't on chains, and they were like running across the motorway to come get me and like barking, and I was like shouting at them. And whilst all this was happening, there was like lorries overtaking each other, and then one lorry realized that it couldn't overtake the other lorry, and there was another lorry coming the other way, and it was like had to like brake and come back in. And I was like, what's gonna kill me first, like this freaking lorry like swerving to get out of the way, or like the dogs? Hello everyone, sort of 24.5k in, just a little bit last time I was filming. Yeah, had a really good start, but to be honest, the start was kind of rough. Sort of started running a bit, my calf was really hurting. I was like, oh damn it, it's gonna be one of those days where a lot of walking and the sort of blisters getting worse or whatever. And I'm just a bit disheartened. But then they already had a shout out, but definitely deserves another one. And then Henry Hacker gave me a little call. Because obviously he remembered it was my birthday. So he was like, I gotta give you a call, mate. Nah, sorry, I'm being mean. I've been mean to Henry a few times now. But he did forget my birthday, but it's fine. It's hard. I can't remember when his birthday is, not being honest. I think it's in October sometime. Pretty sure. It could be December. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's October. But yeah, just had a really, really good conversation with Henry. Just generally catching up, like nothing too extreme, or I did give him some good insights into some of the things I've been going through that I'll maybe share at some point. Definitely insightful. But more generally, just like class to just catch up and just have like just a bit of crack really. Just like I guess stuff that some people probably wouldn't understand, and there's no point going into the specifics about things. Not that there's anything secret about them. It's just crack that we have through knowing each other for quite a long time and just hanging out a lot. But yeah, sort of had me almost like crying with laughter, and just really nice to catch up. Probably not that I'm ranking my conversations, but probably one of the nicest conversations I've had since being on the trip. Just like, not for any specific reason, but it just was really easy going, and spoke for sort of like 2.5 hours. And I think, bless Henry, I mean, it's nearly like his 1 a.m. So and he's a working man, so fair play to you, Henry. But it just gave me like as well just a bit of like a sort of thought of like, I ran like the whole time and my leg was feeling good, like sort of just was really completely distracted, I guess, from where I am, and I was like, before it was dark, and like I guess just the whole, like it's very much obviously a physical challenge, but like also just like the mental side of kind of having to focus on probably some of the negative stuff, and like how much of a difference it can make having like a distraction from that. And that was a complete distraction from all the kind of bullshit I'm going through, and it was a massive lift, to be completely honest. But it also just gave me a bit of awareness to, like, I guess, the importance of my mindset. And you know, obviously it's great to have Henry to have that conversation with, and forget about everything and just have a bit of a laugh or whatever. But like, it also does bring the point of like, I can almost, I don't know, you can't take yourself to that place in every moment of the day, and you can't constantly be happy, right? But like, I definitely think I can shape things a bit more positively, and by shaping things more positively, it makes this whole experience a bit more sort of possible and better for me, because there has been some things recently that have been pretty brutal. Just like, I'll maybe go into it in a bit more detail like another time, but like, haven't been sleeping that well and been having some pretty sort of crazy dreams and all sorts of stuff that's been like, almost, waking up in bits of panic and stuff. So like, that's not been the nicest. But I don't want to worry anyone. I'm actually fine. I am fine. And I think sort of that I'm struggling to get this point across, but that call kind of gave me a bit of awakening to like what positivity does for the mind, and what sort of distraction and just sort of like that can really do for the whole thing. And I was running so well, like I was in such a rhythm, and just like, the last sort of 2.5 hours have absolutely flown by. And I think going forward, I just want to take myself into that state more often. It doesn't always have to be a call with one of my best mates. It can just be me just enjoying, you know, my surroundings, like cool sea view over there. I can see the waves, like trees, the motorway. But yeah, just trying to stay as positive as I can. That's what I'm going to try and take forward for the last sort of the rest of the day, and then hopefully the 10 remaining days after that. One of the drawbacks of talking to Henry is I had my first fall, and I haven't really got anything except a tiny little red mark. That's it. But yeah, I had a small tumble. My first tumble, I reckon. I don't think the bike crash counted as a tumble. I kind of got hit from behind and then landed on my feet, so didn't even hit the deck on that one, but I hit the deck in the dark earlier. So ridiculous. I was trying to make a point to Henry about something, and I was getting distracted by the fact that I was having to focus on the traffic, and so I then went onto this really bumpy path. Sorry, it's almost like covers over like a pipe of or like water or something, and it's really up and down, so it's quite sort of easy. It's like not flat, it's like really bumpy. It's almost like, you know, like slabs you get, like those whatever, not concrete slabs, like almost like tiles, but then they're sort of, some of them are sticking up or whatever. And anyways, one of the ones that's sticking up sort of caught my talking of not getting distracted. I need to make sure I get past this lorry back onto it. It's just running in 2 lorries right now. But yeah, I had my first tumble in the dark, so caught my foot on one of those sort of tiles, and then I actually had yeah, but it was a pretty easy going fall. Like I didn't scrape my knee or anything, just that kind of almost just like crawled. But yeah, so I'd give you that update. It's a pretty funny conversation with the lady there. It's not that funny, but I was actually fine about it. I was just like, yeah, whatever, I need it. But the sort of isotonic drinks out here are normally around sort of like 10,000, like max 15,000. And like, so I was like, oh, you know, how much for this? I don't actually know how much for this in the Vietnamese. I just kind of pick up the bottle and just like be like, sort of how much? And she was like 20. I was like, 20? Fucking hell. I've never been 20 for one of these. I was like, yeah, all right. Kind of gave her a bit of like, all right. And like, had this whole thing, and she was like, oh yeah, 20, come on. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I gave her a 20. And she gave me 10 change. And she gave me the 10 back, and she was like, 20. I was like, all right. It's just, you can't count, which is fair enough. Like, obviously I'm not like you idiot for not being able to count, but just, yeah, got the wrong number. Quite a cool sort of open space, just ran through that town there. You've got the mountains in the background, this little village thing. And then sort of like huge field, one of the biggest fields I've seen, and then there's like another sort of seaside town over there. I think I might have mentioned yesterday that I got some more Vaseline, which is huge. Sort of putting that on my feet and sort of between my legs I've been using that quite a lot, sort of to reduce that chafage. But no one's actually asked me. I wouldn't expect the non-runners to, it'd be a bit weird. But no one's asked me about my nipples. And they've actually been fine. I think this bag almost stops that chafing because it's like over my chest. And so there's not actually too much rubbing. But today is actually the first day that I've sort of had to use a bit of Vaseline on the old nipples. When I'm doing like a marathon normally, just say like London Marathon or whatever, which is actually the only marathon I've done, legit one anyways, like I'd always wear Vaseline because your top just rubs, or I get a lot of rubbing. But yeah, sort of had to apply some today. I don't know what it is. I feel it's like the heat, sweat, moisture causing a bit of friction. Maybe I need to tighten the bag up a little bit. I don't know, but I haven't done anything differently. Yeah, but anyways, got them both Vaselined up. Quite cool. It's a massive bridge, loads of boats and construction going on. Nice little view over there. Some stuff over here. I think this is one of the biggest bridges I'll cross. It's almost like a kilometre long or something like that. So yeah, no cheating, no getting the ferry. As you can see, I'm a sweaty mess. I'm just finished, and before I went to the hotel and they have space, so I just went to get some food, and these lovely ladies have joined me. Yeah, sat with me. Just fun. I'll explain to them. Our lady was really funny. She had such a serious look. But I was like, oh, I'm a bit worried. I was like, oh, maybe she doesn't want me to record. And then I translated, said that I record stuff for YouTube, and I explained the run and stuff. And then she just wanted to give me the address of this place. And I was like, tell your friends. I was like, okay. I can't remember the address there, so I'm gonna have to get it on my laptop, and then I'll do a video. I'll give you guys the location. I could actually just screenshot Google Maps, and then if you guys ever passing through, pop into this place. It's a nice little setup. It's quite funny when I try and explain the run. It's sort of hard to translate, but I normally just do like a little running action and then be like, Ho Chi Minh, yeah, Hanoi. And sometimes I just like, yeah, all right, like I don't get it, and then I try and translate and say it's taking me like, whatever, 33 days to get here. And then they look at me and they're like, they then like speak to my phone and like, you can get a bus from Ho Chi Minh to Hanoi much easier. And I'm like, yeah, fair. Yeah, should have thought that one. Like, it's hard not to feel like a celebrity when you're in these sort of more remote places. Like, I mean, it's not actually even that remote. Like, it's compared to like some of the villages I've stayed in. Xin chào. But yeah, like everyone says hello, xin chào. Like everyone's just kind of curious to see you. I think even the dogs are curious. They're like, who's that bloody white guy? Like, what is he doing here? But yeah, it's so funny. Like, I'm just eating my food and like not even really talking to them, like a bit of translating or whatever. But they're just literally just kind of sat watching me eat, and like sometimes they'll laugh when I can't use the chopsticks, or like, you know, they'll show me stuff, or like sometimes they try and add spice and I'm like, no spice for me, please. But yeah, it's just funny. Like, you just do feel special because they're just like completely just sat there watching you. But yeah, we're all done now, so managed to get a marathon in today. I can't remember if I said that before, but really happy with that. Like, yeah, so we're struggling at the start, and as I said, I got there. It's actually I think it's the first time I've enjoyed a run since I did the Havan Pass. That was honestly the last time I enjoyed a run. Like, it's been pain, just like I think that maybe took, oh shit, I haven't even finished it. My activity time will be quite long. I'm just like having food for like an hour or whatever. Not an hour, like half an hour. But yeah, that took 6.5 hours, which is like fine. Like it's honestly, it's taking me 7 hours to do some of the ones where I was just walking. So like, yeah, pretty happy with that. And as I say, I actually enjoyed it. Like, I've majority ran, walked quite a bit at the start, and then since after I spoke to Henry, I was just like going. I was like, I can actually run here, and I'm hoping that stays the same tomorrow, because for me mentally, like I actually would look forward to that. Like, I enjoy running, and even if I can just plod along at a really slow pace, it's so much more enjoyable for me than walking, because walking hurts, blisters, whatever. Like, I'm not trained for walking, and I want to run, and so if I can run, my calf holds up, then that's amazing. So yeah, feeling a lot more positive than what I've been feeling, which is good. And I'm now gonna go hide out in the aircon. It's 34 degrees now, getting up to 35, so it's another thing. I've kind of avoided a bit of that heat. This is the hotel here. It's pretty fancy. I didn't show you guys before, but just randomly on the there was like this back street thing, and there was like 500k on the floor. Picked it up, and like I held it in my hand. I didn't just put it straight in my pocket, and kind of like sort of waved it around, looked around, no one there, and I was like, I guess someone's it's just fallen off on a bike. So I wasn't really sure what to do with it. But this place is really expensive. It's actually 500k for a night. But maybe that was a sign saying, well, you know what, you can treat yourself, mate. I haven't seen a set of scales in a while. So I'm actually just looking in now. I've got my shoes on. Decent weight, like not that, like 88. I think I've put on weight. I've got my shoes on, but I'm pretty heavy. Yeah, that's actually mental. Yeah, I have had lunch, to be fair, but I'm pretty dehydrated. I haven't got any water yet. I had a can of Coke with lunch, because I don't really trust the water they give you. So I don't know. I don't think my shoes and lunch weigh like more than a couple kilos, and I came out here at 84, and I'm now 88. Through my back, 303. Okay. Boom. So yeah, that's pretty mad. I'll show you this place. It's worth 500k. I don't know how much 500k is. Oh, some water in here. Get in. I can't even remember. It's maybe like 10 quid or something. Maybe a bit more actually. This is the room. I'm sort of don't know what that view's like. Oh, not very nice. Kind of just like buildings. The wardrobe thing. Remember, I'll take my shoes off. They're filthy. Oh shit. Oh, where did I put that thing? Let's hat off. I'll show you the bathroom. Bathroom actually looks pretty nice. Sort of set up. Decent shower. What's there? Proper toilet. Aye. Mirror. Does the job, like. Probably not what you're expecting from someone who's just ran, what, 27 marathons. Got something sort of going. Not men's health. I feel like that's what if you were to do any freak of nature thing analysis on me, I reckon that's the bit that would take the biscuit. Lad who can do that much exercise and still get enough calories down, still eat so much that he puts on weight. I think that's going to be the most impressive thing, I reckon. That's what they'll do the studies on. Heal faster. I forgot to record my dinner, which is a bit of a shame. It's really nice. Sort of like this beef noodle thing, and I got 2 of them. They're really good. And then got supplies, got the goods. You know what I'm into. Those things are so good, man. Have them for breakfast as much as I can. Just easy to eat, get some calories in. Good start to the day. There's no bananas there, which is a bit of a shame. Just gonna miss that tomorrow, but I've got some other snacks. I got a load of nuts, so I'm gonna be snacking on nuts and like raisins tomorrow. So that'll be good. Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, my hair looks ridiculous at the moment, but probably because I just let it dry in all sorts of stupid shapes. I just forget how ridiculous. Like, I've got a mullet at the moment, and like I forget that I have it, and like, you know, I can see some people. I guess people just look at me funny because I'm, you know, there's not many Westerners about, and I stand out pretty badly. But then also, I feel like people just look at my hair and just like, what is that guy doing? Like, is that a thing? I'm absolutely shattered today though. Like when the lady was serving me at the counter, I was like almost falling asleep. I was like, whoa, I could go to bed right now. It's like 4:30. So I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna get another 4.5 litres of water, sort of neck 1.5 litres probably before bed, so yeah, get most of it down, and then I have like 3 litres ready for tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm hopefully gonna get to bed around like 5:30. This gives me the opportunity to get to sleep, get my 8 hours in, and go again. So how do I get an angle on this? Latest purchase. Got some scissors, because this is actually like too much. I'm letting the beard grow till the end, but when it's literally in my mouth, when there's hair in my mouth whilst I'm eating, that's a bit much for me.